wonderful, wonderful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation. Today, someone asked this question in the tribe, and I wanted to give my contribution to the conversation. And then I want to invite you to take an inspired action step based on what feels good to you. So I'm going to give you my contribution and what my thoughts are on this, and then I want to invite you to feel so challenged to take an action step that you do so that you don't stay in the uncomfortability. So here's the question. Are you uncomfortable promoting yourself as a musician, as a performer, because it feels like it's too ego-based? This is something that I really struggled with before as well. So I really want to give you my contribution to this. So what you might be seeing is that you know you have a message, and even though it's very authentic and you know it's to be of service to the world, you just have this thing happen where you don't want to just share all about you. It's all about you because you feel like then it takes away from maybe the purity of it, the spiritual base of it, the ceremony of the message and what you're really trying to do. So even though you're authentic in wanting to promote, something about it feels wrong. Something about it feels like it shouldn't be this way. So that might be something, and honestly, I'll even share a quote I have right here, someone who wrote in our tribe, "My life's work involves dissolving the I, and so it can feel opposite of your daily intention to promote the I, the me, here I am world, here I am." And this is in the spirit of we want to serve the collective. We know who we are and we want to share in service to the we. So you're dissolving the I so that you can be the we. And I want to commend your efforts on that because that is such powerful. There's some noise happening. Hope that's not disturbing too much. I want to be in alignment with you and that you want to be of service. That's what this tribe is all about. So I want to first let you know that it doesn't actually have to look this way. You have a specific purpose here to accomplish. So it doesn't have to feel so uncomfortable. What I think is happening is that you really do have to look at it though and to go deeper in than what you have thus far. And so the most important thing for you to know is that as you are promoting yourself out there, your energy of not feeling like you are all the way comfortable with it is actually negating all of your promotional efforts. So your energy is sabotaging all of your promotional efforts. So you're putting yourself out there, and in the same spirit, it's negating it, sabotaging it, because your energy is not clear because you have not gotten clear within yourself in that alignment. So you might even feel really frustrated with the promotional efforts that you've done so far because there's not a lot of headway that's being made because of this being the problem. So then you can get exhausted just putting yourself out there all the time and it's not working and you see no results because you're so uncomfortable and you're concerned that you might be in an ego-based motivation, even though you know that that's not your motivation. So you see that you're going in circles and your energy is going all over the place. It's just being splashed and negated. And so then therefore you can feel really distraught and very exhausted and uncomfortable. So does anyone know, like, I want you to feel very seen on that. This is something that I've struggled with myself. So I have the first thing I want to say, there's a couple here in my little notes. The first thing I want to say to you, beautiful lightworker musicians, is that you're still thinking like a mainstream musician. If you're having this as an uncomfortable place inside of your heart, inside of your experience, inside of your music career, you are still thinking like a mainstream musician. Because you might even be seeing as the models out there of what an ego-based musician looks like. So you're thinking like a mainstream musician. So be kind to yourself on that because that's what's being modeled. That's what you're seeing, and you don't even know that there is another way. So that's the first thing I say to you if you're feeling this uncomfortability, is that you get to acknowledge that you're still thinking like a mainstream musician. Now, the opposite of that is that you are not a mainstream musician. You are not a normal, trying to get your name out in big lights kind of musician, tribe. You are a light worker musician, and I'm going to very boldly say that in this tribe, Lightworker musicians are reprogramming the way that music is experienced. That means that you as the musician get to hold a new vibration of how your lightwork music is being offered and promoted. And it is a different energy whatsoever, completely different. And you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what it feels like to promote yourself as a lightworker musician if you're having this as your problem and something that you feel uncomfortable with. So you're still thinking like a mainstream musician, but you're feeling uncomfortable because you know that the lightworker musician in you and this new way of reprogramming how your music gets out there is available to you, but you just don't have the steps yet. So first, just know that. And also know that you're not alone in that. Really get excited that this tribe is actually reprogramming the way that we do music and the way that we are healing the world with our music. It's a different way of looking. I want to even go further in and say that you get to trust the actual intelligence of your music, that it's going to allow you to overcome this. And so I say this because your relationship with the collective is actually of the most paramount motivation. Okay, so if you're the one that asked this question in the tribe, you're dissolving the I, and there's good reasons for that. So your relationship with the collective must be put into place, and it's something to consider as a factor. That's something that in the mainstream music industry is not really focused on. So you can see that you're right there, but you don't know how to get to the actual place where you can feel that alignment all the way. So for those of you who are experiencing this uncomfortability and you're really tired of it because you can see how the energy just keeps getting negated, and almost it's sabotage. Actually, we're sabotaging. If you're tired of actually sabotaging your own energy with this, then I want you to feel very comfortable, and I want you to feel uncomfortable enough to private message me so that you can actually have the map to know how the lightworker musicians of our new consciousness is actually getting their music out there in a way that feels extraordinarily of service, so that you don't have to feel uncomfortable and ego-based. This is not an ego-based motivation that you have. For those of you who are ready to actually have that map and you're uncomfortable enough to take action, private message me, tribe. This is your calling. So this is as big as it gets. The musical calling within you is asking you to take action. So for those of you who feel like you and I are a vibrational match to do that work together and to have all of the tools and resources to be able to promote yourself in a way that's very serving of the we instead of the I look forward to hearing from you. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon, and I'll talk to you in the next video.